So today I'm going to show you how to fix the problem with Olympus Mju, specifically the Zoom 115 or any other MGU. I'm not going to open this one because I already discharged the flash to store this camera. I'm going to use it next week. The problem with this camera is that when I turn it on, this one doesn't have a battery, but I use it as an example. The lens doesn't retract, but the LCD displays as E. Okay, so with the problem of the camera is actually on the pin. Alright, so I test to load with a dummy film and a fresh film, and it won't retract the film. It won't retract the lens, and it also won't load the film. So the problem lies on the pin. Okay, so you need to check whether the post of the pin is it bent, or is it straight, or is it making any contact with the surface of your film, which is the DX code film. For those who don't know, your film has a DX sensor, and the DX will touch to the pin. Alright, so if it's bent, you try to straighten it up slowly, gently, and make sure you don't break it off or anything. You can use a tweezer or you use your finger. I use my finger actually, personally. And it won't solve my problem, but it does have some effect, which is the lens start to retract. So then I look closely to the pin of this camera. The pin is actually oxidized, so it's not as making a good electrical contact with the film. So what you need is a sandpaper and a tweezer, and you just flick at the post to polish it. Don't overdo it, and do it until you feel the pins are already polished. Sometimes if you look visually close enough, you could see from the pin being dull, and it will become shiny. Sometimes the pin are gold, and sometimes it's not. For this case, this one is gold plated, this one is not gold plated. So when I polish it, it starts to shine a little bit, and when I put the film and load the camera as usual, and it works just fine. So if you have a problem with loading your film or starting your camera, especially if it's powers on, has a display but it won't do anything, that could be a problem, which is the pin. So all you need is a sandpaper. It doesn't have to be that coarse. It should be smooth but not that gritty. It should be just nice, and it should work on your camera. And I hope this video would be beneficial.